Whoa! Oh. How was that?
Did you just beat a nerd on the ladder?
Yeah, man.
'Cause that's the noises you make.
That's what I do. That's what I do. I do that during the startup of the next game, too, during the countdown. Whoa! Hope he's not tearing. Welcome back, guys. We saw 2 PVTs. We're going to go into yet another PVT here.
2 more PVTs.
Yeah, actually, that's
and
true.
then
2 more
who knows?
PVTs.
Maybe even a PVT at the end. Could be. Could be.
Could be. So, sit back, enjoy. We're going to be on Daybreak. Puzzle is looking really good. SC played a great game. I think Puzzle so far is I'm the most impressed with out of everybody.
Yeah.
In this group so far.
I like Puzzle's play a lot. I really do. I think he's very, very smart. I felt like he's one of the smartest Protosses for quite some time. Definitely one of the leaders going in the future. Would not be surprised to see him come out of this group right now.
By the way, guys, check us out. Tomorrow, Artosis and Tasteless are going to get on a plane.
Yeah.
And you go to MLG, so come down to MLG Providence, say hi. And after that, we are going to DreamHack.
It's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be sick. So we'll be in 3 continents.
We're actually flying
2 weeks.
around the world.
We are flying around the world, literally.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Pretty cool.
Going to be part of my new movie, Tastes on a Plane.
Tastes on a Plane.
I am sick.
How these tastes get on this plane?
Tastes on this Money Friday plane.
Wow.
That's what they have in the censored version of Snakes on a Plane, which, by the way, was incredibly disappointing. It wasn't the right kind of bad.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you to our sponsors. In the bottom left, we have our Protoss player. Can he be solved? You know, they don't have the Z sound in the Korean alphabet, so occasionally it comes out sounding like a J.
Yep.
Pudgel.
Like, if they want pizza, it's pija.
It's pija. In the upper right.
MVP SC.
They don't have the B sound, actually, either.
It's, they got some of their own
MVP.
sounds, though.
Yeah. No, they have some of their own sounds, for sure. All right. How will Puzzle play this out?
Yeah. I like, by the way, his super quick scouting.
Yep, it makes sense.
This is a map that you could see Command Center first on. Looks like SC not going to do that, though. That SCV obviously going to build a barracks. And Puzzle going to scout it right away.
I am Pudgel.
You see, the way he plays Tasteless is like he's solving a puzzle. He gets the corner pieces first.
You have to get the corner pieces first.
You know, and that's what is in the Terran base. How many gases does he have? And then once he has those, he starts looking for similarities.
Yeah. You say, well, this is a yellow piece. It's only yellow. Let's look for something else that has yellow in it.
He's like, oh, look at that. There's 2 Marine pieces. That means he's going Marines.
Yeah. That's what he does.
And what's the best way to put Marine puzzle pieces together? Psystorm and Colossi.
Ah,
I guess
smart.
this is actually falling apart, this metaphor, but...
No, it's okay. So you and your girlfriend solved a puzzle. Do you guys normally solve puzzles together? Are you like that boring couple that like plays Scrabble?
No.
Okay.
No. I finally played Settlers of Catan, though.
Yeah?
Finally.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And, yeah, that's all I have to say.
What is the best board game?
The one I've had the most fun with so far was like Puerto Rico, but my brother tells me Settlers of Catan has some expansions and stuff that make it even better, so I don't know.
Okay, what was this? There's this game. This game was so sick. I'm trying to remember.
Shoots and Ladders.
No.
Mousetrap.
No. Mousetrap is sick, though.
StarCraft the board game.
It's not as good as Operation, though. Operation is...
terrible.
What? I will fight you, man. Operation is so sick. The one where it buzzes if you touch the sides of the of that naked guy that you're operating on.
It gives me anxiety.
Now, there was this old game, and I can't remember. It's like a board game. Oh God, it's like a role playing, and
Dungeons and Dragons.
It's like Dungeons and Dragons, but it was a little bit simpler.
Oh my God.
That probe just did that.
Yeah, he saw that, and he saw that. And there you go. There's a Reaper on the way, by the way, against this Nexus first build. And
Let's see how this works out. I can't believe that probe got in. That's a little bit sloppy by SC.
Yeah.
Oh, God, what is the name of this game? I want to talk about this.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, Tasteless.
I need to do some research.
All right,
I'll
here
get back
comes
to you
the
guys.
Reaper! And those probes certainly do fear the Reaper.
Nice control here of the
wow.
probe. Really. They're like, oh, Reaper's going to jump up hills. We forgot.
And that Reaper actually ends up not doing very much, man.
Yeah, I thought it was going to kill at least 4 probes. It did.
Yeah, it looked. He actually did miscontrol it some. He hit some wrong shots. He definitely could have killed 3 there if it was perfect. But, you know, he killed 1. He made him lose some mining time. He got some scouting on. And his SCV, in fact, is still alive in the base because that Stalker is chasing the Reaper.
Okay, so we have more barracks on the way here. And an engineering bay early on. He may get a second one here, too.
Stalkers and Reapers are actually the same move speed.
Are they really?
Yeah.
You know, the Stalker is actually so ridiculously fast.
It's pretty quick, man. Well, it's got those pony legs, so that makes sense.
Yeah. If I were in the StarCraft universe, I'd ride a Stalker and put a little saddle on him.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty steep, though. That's
I
like
get my
kinda
Stalker
hard.
spurs.
It'd be like riding a giraffe or
It'd
something.
be like riding a camel, I think. It's got that hump on the top. It'd be like riding a camel with scoliosis. Is that actually the bone? The camel's spine can't possibly do that, right? That's just where it stirs water, right?
Yeah, no, that's that's not a bone.
How do you know that? How are there one-hump camels and two-hump camels? Is that a different breed?
Yeah, they are. Dromedaries are one hump, and it starts with a B. What is it? Back. I can't remember what the 2-hump is called for some reason. And I normally pride myself on my camel knowledge.
I know. That's why they call you cameltosis.
That's so funny, man. That is actually funny that you say that, Tasteless.
Thank you.
Because that was part of how I got. That's how I got Tosis.
Tosis.
Cameltosis is actually a song by Korn that's absolutely terrible.
Oh God, I forgot about Korn, man.
Yeah, it's and my friend who liked Korn, I was trying to think of my ID for when I was famous at StarCraft, and he like said Cameltosis. I'm like, Tosis, that's kind of cool. Bam.
I forgot about Korn, man. How old were we when we would listen to Korn? That must have been like,
dude, that was
like
we were like
that must have been 7th grade. Yeah,
maybe 14ish. All right, so we do have both players with expansions up. Very standard middle of the road play by SC. You know, he's getting just the 3 barracks, getting the reactored starport immediately, getting some upgrades going. In the meantime, Puzzle getting some of these Immortals once again. He's going to have 2 Immortals mixed in, and that's cool, man. A couple Immortals mixed in with Colossi. I really like that because obviously against Immortals, they're going to want Ghosts, but they don't like have to get Ghosts. So, but against Colossi, they kind of have to get Vikings. And against anyone going Vikings, if you have a decent amount of Immortals, that's just super strong. Because you own the Colossi. I mean, you own the Marauders up, and then they can't ever land those Vikings, man.
Oh, dude, he's getting a Warp
Viking.
Prism.
Oh, look at that.
And he's getting Warp Prism speed.
Oh, sickness.
That's sexy.
Well, I think we're going to see a few Immortal drops. Or actually, it doesn't necessarily have to be that. You could do some of the Sentry drops and trap SCVs and kill them off. But I love the fact he's getting Warp Prism speed. I feel like that's something you need in this matchup because, as you were saying before, you know, Vikings are pretty good against Warp Prisms. Warp Prisms don't have a lot to say about it against a Viking.
All right, he's moving out now. He may just want to make sure that the Protoss doesn't take a third. Also, note the positioning here for the Protoss' army is pretty good. You know, one of the beautiful things about the Immortal is that, hold that thought, though. I think this Warp Prism might actually go into these Marines. Oh, this would be so bad.
That would be tragic. But no, he's going to go way around. But this is going to be pretty fun, man. He's going to be doing some nice little Zealot drops, realizing, you know, he doesn't need those Zealots right now. His army, that's actually a pure Marine army right there. And
wow, I can't believe Derek did that.
Whoa. And he targets down the medevac that picks up the Marines. Oh, my God. That was so good. And, in fact, that gives him a nice lead. And, in fact, with this SCV, this drop on the SCVs coming up, look at this. There we go. Some Zealots going out. And he can get out of there oh so easily. Look at that. Warping in some more Zealots even. But targeting down that Warp Prism. Very smart. Very smart move by SC there. Kind of getting revenge, so to say. Killing that off without a lot of damage being done. But he did kill a few SCVs in there. So that's nice. He's killed 7 SCVs so far this game. One was definitely the Scout, though.
I don't know what Terran was thinking when he tried to attack into that second base.
Yeah, that was
You know what I
weird.
mean? It's like, well, of course you're going to lose your army.
I think it was like, sometimes Terrans do that where they're like, oh, you know what? If I can stim get right next to those sentries, I win this. You know, I'll just kill off the sentries no matter what your force fields are.
I just feel like it's such a bad habit.
It's a terrible habit, of course, because you're relying upon your opponent making a mistake.
Yeah,
and Puzzle was very quick, and he force fielded up, so nothing happened. You know, he lost, like, what, maybe a unit and killed off a ton of Marines and a medevac? But, yeah, Puzzle is up by over 20 supply, taking that third base before SC even starts another command center.
I think Puzzle's going to be out of this group in no time.
Yeah, it really looks like it.
And also, if I can just point out, the pylons hugging the bottom of the map here, that's beautiful. There is no way his main's going to be surprised anytime soon here.
Yeah, that's very true.
Look at how fast that thing goes.
Yeah, it's pretty quick, man.
This is not the Autobahn warp prism.
Oh my. Well, he's going to go for another drop, it looks like, Tasteless. See what kind of damage he can get done. We do not have charge yet. Of course, the Zealots can be even more frightening when there's charge. And it looks like SC kind of walking back towards space. A second starport on the way very smartly.
You know what's smart about this? It just keeps tearing it home.
Yeah. I tell you what, man, as long as you're playing in a defensive posture, the few Zealots he's losing here and there don't matter all that much.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, it's as long as you're sitting in near your base using force fields and the like. Zealots aren't the most useful things in the world.
He should run, man. He should get out of there with that.
Yeah, he could have.
He's like, space ends at this upper right side of the map. Space is not infinite, in fact.
No. Well, we have a ton of gateways on the way. Huge macro explosion right here. 4 more. Wow. And a Templar Archives. So he's going to be going up to 12 gates. No, 10 gates. Sorry.
All right, we have attack and armor about halfway done here. Terran, once again, free to move around on the map. I do think continuing on with the Warp Prism stuff is the way to go.
Yeah, you know, these have been 2 pretty lackluster ones. I feel like just dropping the Zealots off, then running it away, and just letting Terran know that it still exists. That's going to scare him, man. He's going to have to put up some sort of defense, leave some sort of units there.
Well, Puzzle should not have put it in the upper right. That's like so obvious that it's just going to be there.
Yeah, you should like drop off and then fly away or fly to a corner that he can get out of. He's lost 2 Warp Prisms, and neither of them have done a ton of damage. But, he is making another one, so we will see. He can do this harassment a little bit better.
All right, we got a little bit of downtime here. We're kind of waiting to see who's going to move. I do want to point out, though, Puzzle has like complete vision of the map. I mean, he has actually got eyes everywhere. He's handling this really well.
Yeah, his map vision is quite nice, that is for sure. He is not going to be surprised anywhere. You know, there's maybe a few little places that SC could run through if he had a map hack on, but... And in fact, he's using some of those pylons for some shenanigans. Stasis warping in some Zealots all around the place, getting ready for some more attacks.
Well, you know, it's interesting because Puzzle's treating this sort of like Protoss treat Terrans in StarCraft 1. You just don't let that Terran leave his base.
Yeah.
You know, there's a million things you can do. You can drop him. You can, you know, send the Prince. He has Zealots parked down there at the bottom right side of the map. You can send those in there.
And only 1 Zealot gets out. So... At this point, the Warp Prism harassment might end for a little bit. He is getting another Robo, so it looks like it's Colossus time. Saving that Viking, very well done.
Okay, here comes some Zealots over here. And this is how you do it. I mean, Terran's just at home defending. These Zealots do cost, you know, 100 minerals each, so it might look like he's getting behind by doing this, but the truth is that Protoss has been free to expand. Protoss has expanded before the Terran has. The more the turret expands, the easier it is for the Protoss to try to attack in different angles.
Yeah, and just, you know, you can throw away Zealots kind of all game. It's okay if you're replacing
They're
them
expendable.
with, you replace them with more cost-efficient, better tech units. Of course, you do need to still have a pretty bulk army, but he is maxed out. He's adding way more gates right now. Puzzle really keeping up on his macro. Leaving that Zealot at the watchtower to be able to see SC's army here. SC really should clear that watchtower. You do not want to be watched, Tasteless. 3-3 on the way for both players. Puzzles will finish by far first. Storm as well.
All right, nice work here by SC. Just taking out pylons wherever he can. Puzzle is really in the Terran's face, though. The Terran is not taking a 4th base. Puzzle's already taken his 5th base.
Yeah, it's pretty sick, man. Puzzle's really showing us how to play this matchup.
The only thing Puzzle needs to do at this point in time is make cannons at that the 4th base he had. Oh, and as I say that, he's actually making cannons there now.
Yeah, he's making cannons actually all over the place. In fact, his main base even has cannons and High Templars sitting around, waiting for any medevacs that they want to try to come in.
It's so funny because last season at GSL, we just saw Protoss failure everywhere.
Yes.
Not even like the Protoss wasn't strong enough to win. It's just like they were not actually able to succeed with anything.
Yeah.
You know?
But the understanding right now is so much higher, and that's really what's doing it. It's not the patch, it's the understanding. It's beautiful to see. Of course, patch is going to help a little bit. But just knowing that, like, okay, I kind of have to play a turtley game. You can't just attack all the time with Protoss. Those days are long gone.
Oh, man, he's going to try to get an EMP. All right, he smartly backs off. It looks like Terran will actually double expand here. As you can see, one command center finished, another one on the way.
Well, he definitely needs to. If we look at right now, they're both maxed out. 5 base against 3, and over about 3 times the bank almost for our Protoss player. So this is highly annoying for SC, by the way. All these little drops and harassments.
That's a really well-positioned army.
Yeah, he's got a big
6 spread.
And that's 6 Colossus, man. That is a lot of Colossus. Where's his High Templars? I don't know if he...
All right, here we go.
Oh, some big EMPs going off. He's got to keep those Vikings targeting, though. And he's got to dodge as many of the Colossus beams as possible. And, comes right up into those Colossus beams for a moment. Does he actually have enough?
Hard to tell right now. I can't really see what's underneath the Vikings.
Endless Zealot rallies into here. And
yeah,
he's
actually got this, yeah.
Yeah, the Stalkers, oh my god, you're landing those against the
I cannot believe you landed on that, yeah.
You cannot do that. And SC does have to back up this 88 supply to 137. Oh my god.
As you say that, he actually jumps into 173 supply.
He just warped in 19 High Templars at once. He just did
that is sexy.
19 High Templars. Now we have 9 Archons making, as well as 2 Colossi.
Damn.
What's up? You better have a lot of EMPs or you are dead. And here we go. These medevacs are going to be sniped off. I mean, this is actually the end. You can't lose all these medevacs right now.
Yeah, this may very well be GG, guys.
Yeah, we should see it pretty quickly here as you see how many Archons are actually out.
Puzzle was a boss in this game.
Yeah, he's pretty badass, man. This is pretty impressive.
Look at all those Archons.
Yeah. Well,
looks like somebody spilled a cotton ball box or something.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
Well,
GG.
Indeed.
Really nice. Like, really, really nice by Puzzle. And you can see Puzzle is pretty happy with himself as well.
He certainly is, and he should be. He played really fantastically in this group, to be honest. He did some great pressures. His drop harassment wasn't the best, but overall his understanding of how to move around the map, how long to wait for attacks, it was above SC's here.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. And in fact, I think that the right person actually advanced first, because Ganji definitely, I thought, played a better TVP than SC did here.
I agree. Well, it's the warp prisms. They just keep the Terran at home.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think it would make such a big deal, but when you have like 1 or 2 zealots just attacking probes here and there, or SCVs, excuse me, and they have to move that stuff around, it's really easy for the Terran to make mistakes, for his rhythm to be screwed up.
Oh, yeah.
It's just really good. So.
It's great to see more harassment in the game overall, in this matchup in particular. We didn't have a lot of that. It used to be just so much 1 basing and then 2 basing, and just like, big army, okay, let's go. But now we see a lot of this different harassment. Drops all over the map, defending drops, how well can you defend, what upgrades are you going for, how quickly are you getting these upgrades. The game has just gotten so much better.
Well, it's funny to see how the metagame has improved so much since last year. Last year at TVP, Terran makes 2 barracks and goes like this. He's like, I hope you don't force field, and then runs up the ramp, and either the Protoss dies because the Protoss, I don't know, is not looking at his ramp, is not knowing an army's coming, or the Terran wins. So,
yeah,
or the Protoss holds it off. So,
Well,
it's really nice.
Our next match going to be MC against Ganji.
Yeah.
MC, man, I don't know. He looked pretty good in that game. Ganji, though, is a Terran that really, really impresses me. If I had to actually choose between these two, which one's actually a better player, I kind of side with Ganji. I have to say.
I would say I think MC's going to win this.
You think so?
But, you know, well, actually,
I could absolutely
he didn't actually
see it
play
going
that
either way.
He didn't play that badly in the last game. It's just that he got EMP'd and lost all his Templars.
No, that's very true. It's very true. And, of course, it's best one. And MC is a player that can absolutely win or lose any game against anybody. Like, sometimes he just, tricks himself. And sometimes he just crushes a nerd as if he's the best player in the world.
Well, MC's got the right attitude. I mean, he really thinks he is the best. And I love how Ganji is always wearing a cape.
Yeah. Well,
he wears it like that because it's easier for him to draw his sword.
Count Ganji.
Count Ganjula.
Yeah.
I want to go to Codes. All right. MC, the Kratos Protoss, the Obama Protoss against Ganji. The Count. Who else wears a cape like that? Is Vincent from Final Fantasy VII? I think he does.
I think you're right.
I think I'm right. Haven't played that game in a while.
Yeah.
All right, we're here in GSL Codes. This is StarCraft 2 with the best players in the world.